And I've never accepted the word assimilation.
Two sites have been vandalised here in Port Melbourne, with council here from 7:30 this morning clearing the graffiti as a top priority.
G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, I can't believe this again. Again, they're vandalising our war memorials the day before Anzac Day. The day before Anzac Day, they're vandalising our war memorials again. This is a complete disgrace to every Australian and everyone who died to give us these freedoms. They're out here vandalising the statues. You know, I know Australia seems to want to arrest our war heroes now, so they're probably not going to do anything about people actually vandalising our memorials. They're all out here saying this is a disgrace. Well, how about we crack down on it? How about we start to crack down on crime in this country? It's absolutely a disgrace that this keeps happening over and over again. This radicalism against the Australian culture, against this great country. I'm sorry, but if you want to destroy our war statues and attack the Australian patriotism, you shouldn't be in this country. Because our ancestors fought and died for this country to have the freedoms that you have now, that you take for granted, and vandalise our war memorials and make a mockery the day before Anzac Day. I'm sick of it. This soft on crime approach by Labor has not worked. Letting these radical protests against Australia go on non-stop, where people get attacked for having the Australian flag if they go near these protesters, as we've seen on Australia Day and many other days. It's absolutely sickening. And these radicals are allowed to run rampant because they know they don't get in trouble for it. I mean, Anthony Albanese used to go to these protests for Free Palestine non-stop, as we've seen in the past. He's always been out there doing that.
To meet children throwing rocks with helicopter gunships, with tanks and with missiles.
And he says nothing about our war heroes getting arrested, like Ben Roberts-Smith the other day, just before Anzac Day, I might add as well. Isn't that really funny? Just before Anzac Day, one of our war heroes gets arrested. And they want to put a big show on at the airport when he said he would go into the police station. They wanted to make a show of it. Isn't that really strange? You know, during a fuel crisis, a refinery burns down. Another coincidence. Everything to distract the people from the real issues that's going on. The Labor government and what's happening to this country. You know, they've got so many radicals here. They feel confident to go vandalise our war memorials. Like it was a crime to protect our freedoms, the Anzacs. Like, how out of touch and disgraceful do you need to be to go out there and do this to our great monuments, to our heroes, to get who sacrificed themselves and gave us these freedoms? I'm sorry, but if you don't like this country, and you don't like our freedoms, you don't have to be here. You can leave. And the people that done this, I'm sure you can all comment down below that they need to be arrested and locked up and thrown away the key. And if they're not Australian, if they're some radical from overseas, they can get deported straight away. Save the paperwork, put them on the plane. I'm sure all us Australians will come together and crowdfund and buy the tickets today if we find them. It's just an absolute disgrace. This keeps happening over and over again. The attack on the Australian patriotism, the Australian culture, has not stopped. The government seems to only support it. Support this division. They say we're divisive for wanting Australia to be Australian and Australian culture. That's not divisive. What's divisive is the government going out there saying no one needs to assimilate anymore. Everyone can be multicultural. Don't worry about it. You don't have to come here to be Australian.
And I've never accepted the word assimilation.
That's what they're trying to say now. It's absolutely shocking. And now there's people doing this to our war memorials again. I don't even have to get into all the crime that people just get let out on bail. Clearly, the Labor government does not give a shit as long as they stay in power. And I am sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it that this keeps happening. So I really hope everyone has a good Anzac Day, and this just brings us closer together. The real Australians, the people that come here, ancestors that have been here, people that have always had generational families here, and people that have migrated here to be Australian, come together tomorrow and show our patriotism. Good luck to everyone at the march tomorrow and then on the weekend in Canberra. I really hope you get the message out there that Australians are sick of this Labor government and putting Australians second. Let's all just come together for Anzac Day, get our patriotism up, and speak up for Australia again. So thank you so much for watching. If you support messages like this and support Australia, like this video, comment down below to help boost it, and subscribe to the channel. And join to be a member or buy me a coffee in the description down below. It means a lot to me. It helps me get this message out there and show that the Australian patriotism is coming back, and we're not going to lay down and let this go on anymore. But let's keep speaking up, Australia. Have a great Anzac Day. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Don't worry. We'll all celebrate. So thank you all so much for being here. It's great for the Australian spirit to be coming back, and we're not going to slow down now.